This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of The Acolyte, Episode 5, titled The Night. And I'm gonna warn you, I'm gonna be mad during this. So, I just finished watching the episode, and while the fight sequence does look great in this, they finally crossed the line. They have completely broken the lore. They clearly do not care, and I'm trying to contain my anger, but I am mad now. I do not like this show at all. And while the fight was visually cool, this episode was awful. The only thing that I could give them credit for, besides the fact that the fight sequence did look good, is the fact that they had the serious balls to go and kill off most of the main cast. But besides that, this episode was hard. I genuinely do not know how I got through this. It was just brutal in all the worst ways. The reveal of. Oh, one last thing I could praise for this episode is that it's cool that his helmet is made out of what I'm assuming is cortosis, and that it's a metal that deactivates lightsabers upon contact. But that's my final piece of praise. We have the justification of the Sith feeling like they'll be persecuted by the Jedi, and this is the thing that is making me mad, the most mad. There's also the fact that he reveals himself as a Sith. He tells that to the one character they have survived. He reveals his identity as a Sith. Not only does he reveal the soul who survives, but he also escapes. So now he can go and tell the Jedi the Sith have returned, and he'll probably go to the exact same group that he talked to before. That includes Ki-Adi-Mundi, the one person who claims with absolute certainty that the Sith have been extinct for a millennium. We'll most likely be learning this in the next episode. And before you say, oh, you don't know that, you can't be making assumptions, this show has left no benefit of the doubt. It has left me with the worst possible scenarios, is proving those are true, and this is just ridiculous and absurd. It is honestly awful. The show itself isn't well written, but what this is doing to the Star Wars lore is absolutely atrocious. I honestly cannot believe that they're doing this, and as I was discussing with other people, it feels like the writers actively hate the fan base for this and specifically want to spite them. They're trying to just destroy everything. Is that you can't kill Star Wars in my most recent video from talking about Star Wars, but they are doing a very good job to destroy their reputation, to make it that they have no goodwill left. I genuinely think that this is one of the worst things that I honestly have ever seen, and honestly, it is an insult that this was ever produced. I seriously dislike this episode, and no cool fighting sequence. is going to even begin to justify that. And then, of course, there's the extraordinarily stupid thing that OSHA has been replaced by May, who just cut her hair, hoping no one would notice that she put into her sister's clothes, and not really sure if she did kill her sister or not, or just left her for her master to finish. Either way, she'd be doing the same thing to her mind, but I'm assuming we're going to be seeing some kind of like dumb swap around where where we just see May become a good guy and Osha become a bad guy after the truth is revealed to her by the most predictable twist really ever, where we have, I don't even remember his name, but the shop salesman guy is actually the Sith Lord. Honestly, I was hoping someone else was right. I was hoping that, honestly, it could have been like Thor Skywalker said in one of his videos, the Green Jedi. That would have been interesting. It would have been interesting. If it was maybe even the mom, but honestly, this guy just really makes no real sense to why he's acting like Soul should have known him well. It really just isn't done well. I do now want to be seeing what happens next. I will check it out, but this is just bad. I think that they seriously need new leadership now. I know we're not going to be getting it anytime soon. I fully expect when Kathleen Kennedy's contract comes up at the end of this year, she's renewing it for one final time until that Ray film comes out. But someone needs to step in. Someone with actual authority that can just stop this because I just genuinely can't believe we're at this point. As I said last week, I was at least able to trick myself into liking The Last Jedi when I first saw it. This I can't, even though I wanted to like it. This show sounded like it would have been really cool, and although it was anticipated one, I thought this would be a really interesting show to see. And after all the stuff I heard about it, I had low expectations, but still had hope. But all hope is gone. I genuinely cannot believe how genuinely awful this is. I think that literally every bad writing decision that they could make has really been done. I genuinely don't know how this could be made worse. I definitely know it can be, because I feel like every week I'm saying there's no way this could get worse, and somehow it does. You have a guy admitting fully he's a Sith to the one guy they decided to have live, and I honestly, I'm just done with this for now. I'm gonna give myself my vacation to think this over, and honestly, I'm probably gonna have some kind of follow-up video early next week. Excuse me, I need something good to watch or listen to, or at least just to rant about this, not on video, because I just really cannot believe how awful this was. And honestly, I'm making a decision. I know the votes were for yes, but I can't recap this. I genuinely do not feel like helping spread this story. I think that this is gonna be the first time for a Star Wars show I am, well, besides Resistance, which I haven't watched and don't plan on watching ever. I just hate the show. I am not going to be doing a recap for this. Most you're getting out of this is reviews. So I am taking my executive power to override that vote because I can't just bring myself to try and recap the events of this. It's just not going to be a good time for me, and I'd have to put a lot of work and effort into it since I haven't done anything for any of these. But I honestly want to know what you think. Like you can very clearly tell I did not like this, and I'm doing all I can to only sound resigned right now and not be making this video yelling as loud as I possibly can because I don't want to be spreading that much hate. I definitely want to say this is awful, and I honestly do hate how terrible this is. I do not like the show and think I actively do hate this, but please let me know what you think in the comments. I just can't talk about this anymore. And I have recorded the rest of my stuff for this week, so if you don't have to worry about that. So I'll see you on the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.